Well, so much for that. Oh, shit. Hang on. Okay. So I wonder, did that, okay. So I guess apparently it did. So, the jams were, interrupted. I'm not gonna lie, I was completely unprepared for that. I bumped a button somewhere and stuff happened. Anyways, Jared, my man, what's going on? Uh Leaving on the first, and oh, you're going stealth, huh? So there will in fact be camping on the side of the road. No problem with that. No problem with that. I didn't. I asked because I wasn't too sure. I could have swore I heard you on a live at some point mention something about potentially being in a hotel room here and there, you know? So, I'm not gonna lie, the the impromptu end of the jams, threw me off. Anyways, so I oh, well, shit, saved up a few grand this time. So if you had to, you could have a pretty comfortable night. That's I understand. I understand. I'm a younger man than you, but I still would prefer. I don't know. I still would prefer a nice hotel bedroom to uh, a couple places. I don't know, like the desert out west. That's probably not too bad sleeping on the ground out there because it's never really. As long as you got like a jacket or something to throw over top of you, you probably sleep pretty good. Given snakes and stuff like that. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm on here today, and I've been imbibing, I guess is what they call it, and so I feel like just talking some shit, really. And I figure that maybe let me figure out what I'm doing here real quick, and then I can give you guys a look. I can give you a look. Oh, it looks like old Roger was live about an hour ago. That's what it says. I don't know what the hell he's doing. I got some stuff. I had seen, yeah, the lolcow cobra dude. Apparently, oh yeah, yeah.
What is up, YouTube? So I did this food review earlier of the new Arby's brown sugar bacon sandwich, and I got the roast beef version. They got two versions of it. One is just lettuce, tomatoes, and brown sugar bacon. It really delicious, I'm sure. And the
I look. I can't stand listening to stuff. I've noticed. I've started listening to everything at 1.5 speed, and I've noticed that if I don't have it on 1.5 speed, I start to get irritated. I'm like, dude, bro, you're talking too slow. Everything's happening too slow for me. I don't know if that's a problem or not. I I just noticed that the other day, and it kind of bugs me now.
The other version is the one I did earlier, which is the roast beef version, which came with all of that plus some of their classic roast beef and a slice of cheese. And to that sandwich, I added 2 horsey packets and a cup of their cheese sauce. And I ordered a large peach lemonade and a large curly fries to go with it. I did not finish the curly fries or the lemonade from the last time I did it, and I fucked up the food review, so I'm going to redo it by reordering the sandwich. And I reordered the sandwich, and they gave me the regular BLT version instead of the roast beef one that I ordered, but it's all good. And to both sandwiches, I added 2 packets of horsey sauce and 1 cup of their delicious ooey gooey cheese. So we're going to set the camera down, and we're going to eat this sandwich for you real quick, give you the scoop. And to both sandwiches, I asked them to put on extra brown sugar bacon, and they might have given me the wrong version.
Oh no! I remember
what I had earlier. Had the roast beef on it.
So you just saw the clip. Hey Roger, what's up? The little section there where he just fell over the chair. If I can find that again, I watched that live stream. That shit was wild, man. Where were we at? Fuck.
Skip on the extra brown sugar bacon, so I appreciate that. What do you people think? Look at that thickalicious, delicious,
shit, Roger.
Tasty cross section. And I'm not.
You're a savior. I had my first boomer moment. Can't see anything. You've just been hearing. All right, listen. We all get a couple, okay? We all get a couple. I got ahead of myself. I'll beg for forgiveness. There. This is better now, right? And there's the switch. There we go. So now let me see if I can find that clip. We'll go through. Was it this face? Yeah, we'll start from here.
So we're going to set the camera down, and we're going to eat this sandwich for you real quick, give you the scoop. And to both sandwiches, I asked them to put on extra brown sugar bacon, and they might have given me the wrong version. The second.
There it was. That live stream was absolutely wild. He got shit-faced drunk. Absolutely just tossed. And I think the cops got called like 2 or 3 times, maybe 2 times for sure. I can't really remember. It's been a minute. Is this for Ikes? IKEZ? Is that a typo? Yikes. I mean, it is yikes. It's absolutely yikes. Josh is a very big yikes. Oh no, I do. This is what I do when I don't tinker on shit. I sit up here in the office and I just fuck off and talk shit about other people on YouTube. This is what I genuinely will put on my second channel. I figured whatever. I don't feel like switching accounts and signing into different stuff, and so I just did it on this one.
Time that I ordered it, but they did not skip on the extra brown sugar bacon, so I appreciate that. What do you people think? Look at that thickalicious, delicious.
Josh does get trolled an ass ton by DoorDashers. It's crazy that like the people that like to fuck with him, he'll go live and he'll sit and just talk shit, and they'll send him random stuff through DoorDash. I do feel sorry for the DoorDashers because I think if they don't complete the order, they get fucked. You know, they don't get paid for it, so they wasted their time and gas and all that stuff. So shitty there. But it's absolutely hilarious because every now and again when he gets shit faced, he'll just lose his cool and start bitching and screaming, and it's pretty entertaining. I mean, to me at least.
Tasty cross section, and I'm not complaining because Arby's, your brown sugar bacon sandwiches are delicious. And like I said, this is a BLT bacon, lettuce, tomato situation, and it comes with 2 versions: just your regular lettuce, tomatoes, and bacon, like this one, or like the one I had earlier, which is the roast beef and cheese version. And the roast beef and cheese version, in my opinion, is better because you get more meat. Because Arby's has the meats, motherfucker. I needed a good laugh. This is hilarious. But I digress. Does that look delicious or what? I think it looks delicious. I tried to bite it, but I was like, hold up. I ordered the roast beef version, like I had this morning. What do you do? I have no idea how long Arby's is going to have this on their menu, but I recommend it. Both sandwiches, I asked for extra bacon on my brown sugar bacon action, and they definitely delivered on that. The version I had earlier had the roast beef on it, which was really good with that cheese. And then I added 2 horsey sauce packets and a couple of their nacho cheese. In this version, they gave me the regular BLT version, so I guess I'll get to try both versions today. The one I had earlier was pretty good. And when I fucked up on the review, I thought, you know what, we'll just reorder the sandwich and just eat some of the leftover curly fries and call it a review, I guess. Pennies. Yeah. Look at that.
The panty.
You see, look at all that extra bacon on there with the brown sugar goodness. I like Arby's horsey sauce. It's basically a horseradish. It's not too spicy. It's got like a little bit of sweetness to it, and then it boom, it hits
It is actually horseradish.
you with that heat. I'm not very hungry because I already had one earlier. But we'll get a couple bites in on camera for you. I'll show you a close-up of the goods. Just when I finish this later. But yes, the new Arby's brown sugar bacon King's Hawaiian bun sandwich. It's the King's Hawaiian Arby's brown sugar bacon sandwich. I've now officially tried both versions. The one with the roast beef and the slice of cheese, you get more meat, which obviously is going to taste a lot better. But
Wait, what the fuck was that? What is this? What's happening right here?
the one with the roast beef and the slice of cheese, you get more meat, which obviously is going to taste a lot better. But
What is that?
I told these trolls to suck my ass. I fucking told them. Oh, god damn it. Oh, that didn't just happen. Oh, it smells like Asperger's, dude. Good grief.
I'm sure.
But now I've tried both versions, and this one's pretty good too, because like I said, I asked for extra bacon on both of my sandwiches, and they definitely did not skimp on that. I could have clicked the wrong button, or maybe they were just out of the ingredients to make it, I don't know. Or they could have messed up my order. It is what it is. I'm not complaining. But yes, if you have not tried the Arby's brown sugar bacon sandwiches, they are delectable, YouTube, to say the least. I've now tried both versions. And it's a good sandwich.
At least he wiped his mouth. You know, it's good to have good manners.
In general, like I'm not complaining, but I definitely recommend it. They're both good in my opinion. That brown sugar bacon is pretty tasty. It's sweet, it's salty, it's got a little bit of crispiness to it. Kind of wish I hadn't messed up the review I did earlier, but that's whatever. So now I've tried both versions and they're pretty good. They're pretty good, YouTube. I'll close that up, stick it in the fridge for later, because like I said, I already had one earlier, so I'm pretty full. But it's all good. But yes, YouTube, you have got to try the new Arby's brown sugar bacon sandwiches. They got a roast beef version, which comes with lettuce, tomatoes, and bacon. And the sauce they put on it, plus some of their roast beef, and a slice of some like white cheese. Or just a regular BLT version, it don't matter. These are the fries from the last order that I messed up on the review. So there you go. Arby's makes the best curly fries. Arby's.
That's for real, for real. He loves the curly fries from Arby's. I've noticed that. It's just a little tick that I've picked up from however long I've been watching Josh. Is the like for him, for me personally, I don't know if it's like controversial or anything like that, but I'm a McDonald's fry man. I don't know about anybody else, but as far as like fast food shit goes, McDonald's is where it's at for the fries. I would argue. I mean, really, I'd argue that other places have like better burgers and stuff, and like milkshakes and shit. But for French fries, McDonald's. I don't give a fuck, Josh.
Arby's makes the best fast food fries, in my opinion. In my defense, though, I was a little bit drunk. I love Arby's curly fries. And then they got this delicious peach lemonade. Oh, that's good. But anyways, YouTube, I've now officially tried both versions of that sandwich. The first time I did it was the roast beef version. And I messed up on the review, so I deleted it. But the second time I did it, I must have ordered the wrong sandwich by mistake. But that's okay. I got to try both versions. Overall, really tasty sandwich.
And we're done, apparently, with that one. All right, what else do we got? I don't know, to be honest with you. I really had zero plan at all. Just shooting from the hip, as they like to say. So let's go. Let us go. Let us. Let's see what Roger had to say. He popped in here.
Hey, welcome everybody to the channel. We're having a great day. This nigga don't hear me the channel. We're trying to do this. Yeah. Don't listen to this guy. He's crazy. He'll be here to pick him up with medication in a minute. Yep. Hold on. Show me medication. Make sure you're all right, Will. Salute. What's up, friends and family? Speed Freaks, Wing Nuts, Gearheads, Nutballs, friends, family, and beyond. We're having a wonderful day. Above Ground and Vertical has blessed us. And yeah, Will's strength and he's able. And with a tool, I guess we're collecting bearings. And we got some Lucas red and tacky.
Well, seeing this reminds me to all of my motorized bicycle peeps. I think, if I remember, I can't remember so my Amazon, Jared, if you're still in here, bro, my Amazon list was quite extensive recently. As it tends to be from time to time. I got a bunch of different shit for a couple other projects that I got coming up. But I think I did so that Stingray that I had featured once upon a time on the channel there. I'm pretty sure I bought something for it. I know it wasn't. I know. Damn, I'm blanking on the name. I know it wasn't Build Break Fix. It was fuck. I want to say Bry the Bike Guy, maybe. Older gentleman, always wears like a bandana. He's been on your lives a couple times. In any case, it wasn't the last live with the troll at the very beginning. It was the one before that. He had hopped in, and I jumped in a chat and was talking shit about. He was saying he hadn't seen anybody put Springer forks. And I was like, oh, I've been thinking about that. And he was like, put your money where your mouth is, or whatever. I have no problem with that. I was already thinking about doing it. I know I didn't order them though. They're on the list. All right. Okay. They're on the list. I just haven't ordered them yet. And I don't think it was a torque converter. I know for sure I did buy something for that, but that's the bike that the Springer forks are going on. So in any case.
And Will says he may have something even more specialized in the car, so we'll check it out. Yeah, just having a sunshine afternoon. It's a piece of shit axle we've got. Chinese bullshit. It bent and it's in Mike Miller. What's up? I am here with you. Dreadlock Will in the house. He's been working on this rear wheel. We put a 32 sprocket on it. Well, it didn't really handle the hills around here. I've always recommended a 38 tooth sprocket. I don't get paid. It's not an advertisement. Find it if you can, hopefully on eBay or something. But we're trying to get this axle out of this. Yeah, I got to get to work tomorrow, Mike. It's a wonderful day, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let this stuff bring me down, man. We're moving forward, kid. We got this. So,
dude looked kind of defeated there. He was like, oh. If he smoked, it almost looked like he was getting up to go have a cigarette. It's like, give me 5 minutes.
You leaving, Will? No, I'm gonna get this out. Oh. Go get a cup of coffee or tea or something, bro. I don't know, man. Have a shot or something. We got the tools right here. This is. What do I need to take off to take this off? That's what you're looking at. You got a
to get an axle out. I went, well, see, I don't know. I can't remember exactly what his setup is. Every time I remember seeing it, it almost kind of looks like it's just like a little tiny room that he's got all this stuff kind of piled in. So he might not have like the space and all that kind of stuff. I know though, for me, I'll take on one of my workbenches. I have a larger vise, and I'll take the vise and I'll spread the jaws a little bit and take the wheel and set it down on there. So if I have an axle I gotta like pound out, I'll set it down with the vice spread just enough for the axle itself to pass through the jaws, and just kind of take a rubber mallet or something. That's how I've handled it. You guys may not have been able to do this in this circumstance and situation though. So
Phillips in a standard, and well, let's see, what is the name of that tool? Smallest is 36. Good for you, Mike. I question that even. To be honest, I think it stresses the motor. Engine, let's call it that, whatever. Try not to be racial. My boy Will's got a couple of lowrider bikes. Someday he's gonna show them to the channel, but right now we're having kind of a crazy my back's killing me, man. I had to work today, I gotta work tomorrow. I'm gonna go paint. I had to push the bike about 2 miles up the street, and it just ate the sidewall. I know. Trying to figure out what to do. Hey man, you need transportation. May have to take. Jeez, well, I'll get Bumblebee over there. We could set up the MZ Miami to run. I think we've got the gas bike ready to go too. I mean, Will was gonna paint this, but other than me missing maybe like a drive bearing or two, I think I could just put this back together right now with the brand new sealed bearings for the stem, and we could drop some forks in it and we could put it on the road. We could take the wheels off of Bumblebee. Boom. Yeah, we get this freaking cockroach going. See where this cock rocket goes. Anyway, maybe we could get the Minarelli on it. Let's think. Well, no, because it has the oh, actually, we're talking about the gas bike frame. No, the MZ Miami, that has the mounted bracket for the engine. So no, wait, we got some work to do here. Hold on, boys. Oh my, jeez. I have to get out the drill, man. Most of it came off. I just don't let it sit too long, whatever there, bro. I don't know. It's tricky. Hold on, let me get the gas cap. You gotta take the pedal off, Will.
Yeah, I don't take the pedal off.
No, okay, right there, that one right there.
I don't take it off.
Hold on, I'm working on this, bro.
Stop that shit.
Stay with me, guys. Stick on, stay with me, kids.
We got Roger working.
So we're seeing for the moment.
We're right now in the shop. Look at the Bumblebee. Multiple bikes right here.
What the blood? All right, cool. Hey, thanks for handling it earlier, Will. So right now, do I want to take this pedal off? I'm actually thinking about putting the engine on this right now. Even the one off that,
You can put it on that.
Well, I think we're like to test it, get everything good,
All
stable.
right, so
the
the end
wheels
on
and
that, and I
everything.
think the other one's clean.
Huh? What? This one? That one? Bro, it's definitely ready to go, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, bro, I'd have you probably polish the whole thing. Maybe we'll just dip part of it. You know what I mean? You just do that. Just finish high grade discs, diamond discs. Oh, we can do it right now, and then you can just dip part of it and clear coat it, paint it, whatever you want to do.
all right,
I'll let you do it here, bro.
No, I'm not doing it. I gotta get.
Yeah, man. I gotta get to the other side of this thing. Hope you stick around. I'm not sure who you've been talking to. I don't have my glasses on, bro, and I've been really looking at this frame, so my eyes are a little wonky right now. Oh, not too bad though. So just yeah, work in process. Keep it moving. You know what I mean? Keep it moving.
Fuck.
And she's ready to get painted here, so we're just gonna touch this up. Yeah. And then whatever Will decides to do, I took the graphics off.
I thought, wasn't he like throwing all this together to have something to ride and to work or whatever? Or does he get it all like completely built by the end?
We did get the bearing code off of the Shimano though. Horrified that somebody may have possibly done some type of copyright infringement to them and produced a piece that was similar, but not. Join us, stick around, stay with us, folks. I
I
how
don't
to turn
think
that
so.
faucet off. That's probably what he
I'm
did.
gonna be out soon.
Mm,
I'm gonna take a hike.
come on, kid. You going to mass?
Yeah.
What's this phone?
Still in pieces. Hopefully got it. Hopefully you got it back together, Roger. Was I see? Was I mistaken? I didn't think that he did say something about having to ride that to work or something, didn't he? Hopefully he got it. I got faith in the man. Oh my God! Fucking Crystal Station. For my peeps, and Jared, you might be a little bit too old for this. I don't know how many video games you've played in your life, man, but so I'm pretty sure this is GoldenEye from Nintendo 64. This is a real one. This was like the game for 64, unless you liked Mario, and then Mario 64 was the game. But it was this one or that one. Depending on what side of the fence you were on. Man, this was one of my games. This was my shit, dude.
So you're probably sitting there wondering, who is Crystal? Who is Leslie? Who are all these people? And to be completely honest, if you aren't tuning in to Music Biz Marty, you probably don't have a very big idea of who these people are, who these characters are on the
Shout out Marty.
internet. I'm describing Crystal as a motherly horror cow throughout this video because she is a complete manipulative psychopath who is just tormenting her fiance, boyfriend, Leslie throughout every single stream that ever exists. They don't have a very large audience out there. They don't really have anybody outside of Marty talking about them, but there are plenty of odd instances that go on throughout their lives. And I thought I would focus on some of the most important ones that I picked up on watching roughly an hour and a half of clips of them. So sit back, relax, enjoy this absolute train wreck of Leslie and Crystal. So to start off with, you're probably wondering, why does Crystal sound like an alien with peanut butter stuck at the top of her mouth? Why does Leslie act like Skinny Pete from Breaking Bad? Who are all these surrounding characters that exist inside their lives? And I feel like the easiest way I can sum up the content of Crystal and Leslie is trying to understand a foreign speaker talking to you, giving you directions to how to defuse a bomb. Every time I sit here, I feel like half the words that they're speaking fly over my head, and I just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I am perplexed, all right? So trying to get a through.
Here. One of the things that gets me is Crystal's speech patterns. So her speech patterns are directly related to what she has, and you shouldn't make fun of, people for stuff they can't control. You shouldn't do that. But number one, she might be able to control it. Like there may or may not be a thing. I don't know. She claims to have some kind of disability that like makes her copy other disabilities, and I don't have the degrees necessary to know whether or not that's a thing. So I always leave a little bit of room. Like she might have whatever it is she's claiming to have, whatever. But on face value, that's bullshit, right? So given that, her speech patterns are wild. She adds a lot of little things here and there that's just funny and catches me off guard.
Through line throughout this entire story is quite difficult. But we do find out pretty early on that maybe, just maybe, Crystal might be possessed by demons.
That's all I
I
have.
got 3 of them.
I'm poor right now. Do you get that? You don't care. That's a
I'm
bitch.
poor too.
I don't like fucking cigarettes.
Right? She makes some very odd faces every once in a while. She's very protective of her image and of her food. Those are the two things that she must protect at all costs. And if she's not in control of the situation, her inner reptilian evil mastermind starts to slip out of its skin. And, you know, I kind of understand why Leslie is so afraid of escaping her. Now, to the voice point, we find out that basically we got some narcotic situations going on up in here, right?
But thank you, Marty. Thank you, Chance, for making me bar around the world by YouTube.
Both of them have a very odd sounding vocal inflection, and Leslie in particular is odd. And we find out it's because she has dentures. Her and Elizabeth Blade are hanging out, pounding that Jaeger nonstop, and that's why she sounds like the way she does.
Damn phlegm in my throat and the teeth. That's why I sound the way I.
Let's shit talking. You guys might have zero clue about Only Use Me Blade. He's like some old school YouTuber. The like started at the beginning, you know, and he's on the level like DSP and a handful of other guys. So Wings of Redemption, Boogie 2988. They're old school people as far as like YouTubers go. But
I do. I hate it. Drives me.
Crystal does not associate with him, as far as I'm aware. Dude was just talking shit.
Nuts. And because of these, that's why I sound the way I do.
I will say, however, I have no clue why she lost her teeth. I don't know why she doesn't have her teeth. Maybe she just didn't like their genes go. Like you can have just bad genes because a very good friend of mine brushed his teeth every day and flossed and did the whole rinsing and everything. But his mom and his dad had disgusting teeth. All of his siblings kind of have some bad teeth. It's a thing in the family, so it might be that she might have used some drugs. Apparently, I don't know. Like there's clips of her saying I hate smoking, but then there's other clips of her like smoking cigarettes, and she will constantly, like not constantly, but she'll every now and again she'll go on this loop where she talks about like hating drug use, but then like Leslie very obviously does drugs and several times has been like talking to her about getting drugs. So I don't know.
She can't control it. She's constantly gurgling and gargling and saying nervous, and it's like, what the fuck is she even talking about?
Yeah.
I didn't buy that much food for the freezer. I do that because of my allergies. Like Brad would.
It's really difficult to understand. But what we can understand is maybe she can't control her voice, but the demons can control everything else in her life. And we'll find out very quickly that she is one of the worst partners I've ever witnessed on YouTube or any social media platform. She's constantly manipulating Leslie. He's not a great person, no doubt, but she's constantly just taking out all of her anger on him, trying to pick fights with him. She has a cat and has had cats in the past that she's been absolutely horrible to. And of course, as I mentioned,
so the cat thing is horrible. There is a video of her. I think I actually even showed the clip so far on one of my little live streams here. Like she's holding up a dead kitten that either just died because reasons, or I don't think it was her brother. I think it was like some random dude that was hanging around with him at the time, but like found it and got stuck on it. Like he was like, oh, the kitty, the little kitty. It was bad. I had to turn that one off for a second. I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. But she then, like, he passes it off to her, and she then like just holds it up into the camera and is like, look at the thing, look at the, like, that one fucked with me. But then really why I paused it, okay, is this is unnecessary, ma'am. I don't know what's going on here, but it's not necessary.
you know, the narcotic situation definitely is going to return. They can't escape it. And that's always a falling out point between the two. You can tell pretty early on that these two have a pretty rocky relationship. It kind of feels like Coyote Arm, where Leslie really wants to bite his arm off and escape, but he's too afraid of the wrath that Crystal might present to really follow through with it. And we see that pretty early on with him talking about how, well, you believe all the trolls online all the time, so I'm just going to leave. I'm going to get out of here. And of course, Crystal can't help but guilt trip him and say, what, you're just going to leave me to die? All these people are going to come and just massacre me, blow up the hotel that we're staying in? You can't be doing that to me, Leslie.
Trying to watch a goddamn show and I never can because you won't let me.
She does do that a lot. Like Leslie will make some nothing comment. Yeah, I mean, actually, like a nothing comment, and maybe won't even say anything at all. There'll be like somebody will leave a comment on her live stream chat, and she'll start going off about shit, saying that she's not like this person, she's like this person, and she's a good person, and this, that, and the other, and then it'll lead to her telling Leslie, well, if you think this way, just leave. Then we're done, leave. She gets in that loop for no reason.
You take it right out of my hand. They're never gonna get you. They're never gonna get me.
They already got me. They don't get you, but they get me. They told me.
Yeah, they want me. They want me.
You
They
done,
want
right?
me to break up. That's what's gonna happen. I'm going home. We've never seen each
No,
other.
you're not.
That's what they want.
I'll
They got
tell
their
Jonathan
wish.
what's going on.
They got their wish come true, and now they got it.
You're
And
not
I'm
going.
gonna have my
No,
dad
you're
say
not.
that.
You're not leaving me here so someone will
But
hurt
they
me.
got their wish because you're agreeing with them because you're on their side.
No, I'm not. I'm faking it.
He starts to think about it. He's like, you know, maybe I need to change my ways. Maybe this lifestyle just truly isn't for me. And maybe I just have to be more committed. So he decides to propose to her. And it goes about as well as you might expect. For somebody that isn't all that appealing herself, she really just doesn't boost up the ego and the validation that Leslie so desperately seeks to achieve.
This is for my birthday. Leslie got this. The old rainbow was got it from the rare. Yes, I will marry you. Love you.
Happy birthday.
Oh, yes, water.
Okay, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I got lipstick on everybody.
I don't know why I keep on lipstick. I won't fit my fingers too big.
It even gets so bad that when Leslie is being accused of doing something, some Tom sucking foolery going on, Leslie will get humiliated by his partner at any chance she possibly can. She's constantly live streaming. She's constantly on camera. All of her worst habits get exposed to the internet.
Why you guys do this? Why don't mind? That's my hiker in your Crystal. Why you guys do this? Don't do that. You're on YouTube live. Crystal Joe. You know what? I can't hide that mice. I know how to do that. You know that. I don't know. I don't know. Don't hurt me. Oh, fuck.
I remember this. I watched this when Marty was fucking with him. I can't really say it was Marty. I don't know, because I think it was oh fuck. I want to say that there was like some organic stuff that had happened. Other trolls had called people in or some shit like that. I think maybe if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure there was a Grindr meeting arranged that came from Marty, but also I think there was someone else in Crystal's chat that was fucking with him, and it was hilarious. She stuck her finger up the dude's butt, like checking for something, I think is what's going on right now.
Yeah, don't yell like that.
And her searching his pockets and shoving fingers up his ding dong in order to see if he's got any methamphetamines on him is definitely an interesting tactic. And, you know, Leslie thought, maybe I should pay her back. You know, I should try and be the loving, caring partner that I've committed to be. And I'm gonna wash her clothes. So he decides to take all of her clothes, fill up a bathtub, and just
should have did the clip. So there's a clip, what it should have been, right? Shortly after she stuck her finger up his ass to check for whatever she was checking, it got on the subject of him or of her like tasting and or smelling his dick to make sure that he didn't cheat on her or some shit. I don't even know how it got there, but that's where it went. And like you could, they were off camera. Thank the gods they were off camera, but they were off camera, and it was you could hear him. He's like, no, you gotta put it in your mouth. You gotta put it in your mouth. You won't know unless you put it in your mouth. Just taste it. It's clean. I promise. And he was going. That was hilarious.
just dump him in there. And now she's pissed because she thinks her clothes are soiled, and she's going to get her grandpa, who's a side character that we'll get to later in the video, to show up and come and rescue her, save her from Leslie and her rotten clothes that she just can't wear anymore.
You're gonna make my clothes. You know what he did? Everybody put all my clothes in the damn bathtub and washed them by hand. They're gonna go bad. I thought Grandpa's coming to get me.
You gotta call them on your phone.
Oh, you do it now.
Now, when Leslie is trying to help Crystal, it never goes right. And we kind of understand that, right? We get it. You know, sometimes maybe your efforts aren't fully appreciated. Maybe you just don't do them 100% correctly. So maybe you'll just do your own thing. You'll stick to your own interest. And for Leslie, he's really into WWE. They are from Portland, Michigan. So I think they're into juggalos. I've seen juggalos in the background every once in a while. So maybe he just wants to kick back, relax, watch a couple videos. Crystal's not going to let that slide because if for some reason inside of Crystal's brain, she thinks that wrestling is like by the devil and it's some sort of, I don't know, homoerotic display of masculinity or something. And she can't be having that. No, siree, ma'am. And he's just trying to sit there and relax and just can't have that happen. No more.
Leslie, hello.
Well, they
Just take the headphones
like
off.
have it in your video.
You can't have WWE wrestling. You can't.
I know that you can't hear it.
And how can you hear what I'm saying, you lunatic?
You told me to leave you alone. And
So listen now.
Yes, so
Just don't watch it right now. Do it later.
I'm watching it. I'll leave you alone.
If Leslie can't help her out with chores around their hotel room and he can't watch the things that he wants to do, he can't go smoke crack downstairs. I mean, he's running out of options here. Well, why don't we try and have a baby? that's gonna bring us together, right?
Oh yeah, a couple bites. You didn't post that yourself.
So?
Oh, and you got a whole.
When I'm pregnant, you have to eat a lot. You don't know if I'm pregnant. You won't let me go.
I'm hoping not.
I don't let me go to the hospital if I'm sick.
Yeah,
My
well.
throat hurt. My breasts hurt. You don't let me go never. He
No,
controls me too much.
No, we never had a chance to sit down and be settled down. That
Can you just go outside and look for cigarettes?
Yeah, because Leslie's the controlling one, right?
I can do this by myself.
Well, we don't really know because Crystal will flaunt the idea of having a child every once in a while in front of his face. And it's mostly centered around her ego. It's centered around her wanting more food. And whenever he'll say, hey, you know, I really wanted to eat some grapes. Hey, I wanted some of that food. She'll say, well, I might be eating for two now. So shut the fuck up, Leslie. my man's starving out here. He can't even eat anymore. And, you know, at the end of the day, we all just want to try and understand the psychosis behind it, right? Like, what's going on inside of Crystal's brain that makes her just want to latch on to Leslie and just take control and dominate him? Well, I think it might turn out to be not getting enough sleep before she has to go to work. That's why she has to take it out on him.
Hey, Amanda, Leslie would not let me sleep. And I have to start working at 10 a.m. in the morning. He's so mean to me. That's why I abuse him because he don't let me sleep. He wants me to be dead in my sleep. He wants me dead. Help me, Amanda, please. I'm a good woman like you. He calls me a slut. I'm not a slut. I don't.
Just a reminder, this was in the middle of the night for no reason other than a random comment on her live stream, I'm pretty sure, because I think I watched this one too. Just called some random lady and was, you know, proclamating, as you see.
Cheat. He does cheat. I know he's cheating on me.
Now, as I mentioned previously, they do have a cat. His name's Garfield. He's an orange cat. She's had some cats in the past, and both of them kind of display the reason why we should be calling animal control on whatever Red Roof Inn they're sticking in tonight, because they're constantly talking about how, well, you know, sometimes you just got to choke a cat out. You just got to fucking uppercut that bitch because, I don't know, they scratched her. She was saying that she's being bleeding to death. I'm bleeding to death. I'm to death to bleed. All
So beating the cat is not funny. I actually paused it to agree with the man. What he said tripped me up though. No joke. So on the like the cat beating thing, there's Garfield specifically. There's a video. I can't remember who did it at this point in time. I had to, like, me personally, you know, I had to shut it off. I had to skip forward. I was like, dude, get me the fuck out of here, you know. And it wasn't what he Leslie had picked up Garfield and was being really rough with him or whatever, and like threw him with a little bit of force, it would appear, onto a couch. But it was on a couch. There was a lot of soft stuff there, you know. The cat obviously was not hurt after he landed. You could argue that that's still bad, and I would tend to agree with you. You probably shouldn't be doing that shit. What really hit me was what it was like afterwards. Like Leslie had walked past and then back in, like out of shot, and then back into shot, into, you know, field of vision for the camera, just for anybody who didn't catch the reference. But he when he did, like, he was really aggressive towards Garfield and like smacked him or some shit on the head and was like saying shit, and just being you know, a piece of shit or whatever. And the problem is that the person who edited the video, before I get like even more sidetracked, the person who edited the video decided to put this on repeat for, I don't know, like 5 minutes or some shit. It wasn't, I don't think it was 5 minutes. It seemed like it though. And yeah, it just like, I was like, gotta go, dude. I the skip this, leave this video, fuck this shit. So yeah. Leslie beats cats, I guess, is the moral of that story.
Blood is just being poured out from, I don't know, a very small incision of cat's teeth, probably because you're fucking pestering it. You know, they're kind of solitary animals. They don't like to be confined into a fucking Red Roof Inn hotel room, but don't try and explain that to either one of them. Instead, they're going to showcase to the audience, hey, everybody, look and see what we can do. We're going to show you just exactly how we punish our cat for the whole world to see.
If I don't punch Garfield,
Like he will choke a cat.
only thing I did is give him a little nudge to save him from running out that door and getting hit by a car. How would
Okay,
you
well, you know
guys
what I did once? I choked Tinkerbell, the gray cat, because she clawed me to death really bad and made me bleed to death. That's why I did. I only did that.
Just see, this is the stuff that makes me think she actually has some kind of thing, you know, something that probably should be like, I wouldn't necessarily say like padded room, but a place where there are people that get paid to be around 24 hours a day, because she looked straight into this camera and said that. She was like, yeah, I choked that cat but only because, but I choked that cat.
That one time I bite. Okay, Aaron, the one that died years ago, my black cat, like from Hocus Pocus, Zachary Binks, my black cat named Aaron Binks. He died because he was old, but I bite his mom, Katie's. Everyone, you would punch a cat, they bit
No,
you.
like you never punch him like a human being.
No, but a little cat.
She go like this to him, like that.
Punch him right now.
That's what she does, like that. That's not hurting him.
I went like this.
Yeah.
I went like that. That's all I did.
Now we finally reached the magnum opus of where their biggest disputes really come from. Now, in the past, Leslie might have been a little bit too interested into Adderall and doing some methamphetamines. I mean, we've all been there before. We've gone through a party phase before, you know, staying up all night to party all day or whatever. I don't know what the saying is.
The problem with me on that Adderall and meth is making me go crazy. Don't sleep for him. I try to get him up a week, he's put back on it.
I didn't catch that one before. Let's rewind that, because I'm pretty sure you said the problem is that I've been on meth and Adderall and I can't sleep. But she hates drugs and can't stand druggies.
And doing some methamphetamines. I mean, we've all been there before. We've gone through a party phase before, you know, staying up all night to party all day or whatever. I don't know what the saying is.
The problem with me on that Adderall and meth is making me go crazy. Don't sleep for him. I try to get him up a week, he's put back on it. Good night, Brian. Sorry, get off it.
I will.
Or you're gonna be dead if you don't go off it.
But Leslie just can't catch a break here. His loving fiance just slam dunks on him and says, I'd like a man who has all of his teeth. Yeah, I like those pearly whites, baby. Disregard the fact that my teeth are completely missing and my voice is all fucked up because we got peanut butter stuck at the top of my mouth. Ignore all that, all right? I expect better out of my men.
Crystal Barbie Station.
No, don't ever say I'll kick you in the head with my phone.
I don't care anymore. But they're bullying me. That's not nice of you. You know I'm not a fucking junkie.
Look at your tooth. I like men with teeth.
Yes, but you know how that happened from a court life? You're a goddamn
I know, but I like my men with all good teeth.
You don't have to worry about me no more. You think I'm a drug guy? Just go home. You let the people
That's
fuck me
his
down.
best friend.
Yes, you are.
And even when he is certain, I've just been scrounging up bottle caps downstairs. I've just been picking up buds of cigarettes. Gross fucking Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. Disgusting.
Hey, Ricky, find any good ones? What? Yeah, like you guys never smoked a bud, eh? Oh, look at Ricky smoking cigarette butts. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of your TV show, and I'm sick of you, and I'm sick of everybody. Moving to Toronto.
She can't believe him. And he just wants to be a good boy. He just wants to be a good boy. All he's ever wanted to do is prove that he's an okay person and that he's not truly a druggie. He can reform his life. Why won't you guys believe him? All right? Leslie, you can change this around.
He says he don't do drugs anymore. I don't believe what he says. I'm in danger. Me in there. What are you doing? You said that you were doing drugs.
I'm a good boy.
Let me see what's in your pockets now. Anything there. Why do they say that?
See, here, go ahead. Hey, you know I don't do drugs. Go ahead. I'm smoking cigarette butts. They're liars because they're scared.
I don't like druggies.
You know I'm not a
I'm on the
druggie.
cops
Don't.
now.
You know I changed. No, I'm a better
What's
person.
going on? You're scared.
Then why you believe in them for
Because
why?
the guy's saying it's Leslie outside doing
They
drugs.
tell me to go outside and find a couple of cigarette
Where
butts.
should we go at? They're gonna call the cops.
No, they won't. All I did was
The psycho go. I'll show it. There's just reminiscing on this stream. She there for a moment. I think this was around the moment she stood out on the balcony and was like yelling something about some psycho ghost dude or some shit like that out in the parking lot who wasn't even there. Just screaming at a fucking hotel.
And talk to the guy at the main
I
office.
swear on my YouTube live, people are gonna do
Okay, I'm
something.
sorry. Tell them quit accusing me, please. I'm not a druggie. Never been.
And now it's starting to reach the point of how do we end up like this, right? Yeah, sure. There's situations of mistrust and drug usage, and that can obviously put a strain into a relationship. But why is Leslie always so afraid of Crystal? Why won't he just leave? Well, it might have something to do with her out of control egomaniac lifestyle. Now, for someone built like a Goron from Zelda, you would think that there would be a little bit more humility built into Crystal's lifestyle, but no, that's never going to happen. She's claimed that she is so much smarter than everyone in the past, including her own mother. She thinks she's flexing that on the haters, like, yeah, look at my fucking flab. That's most definitely what is up YouTube.
Since I was born, I'm like my mom, Carla Marie, but I'm smarter. I like being like other people because it makes me look.
If I can find the mute button on my microphone. Anyways, I don't necessarily agree with that point. It's denial. Like, she's absolutely in denial because I've seen pictures. I supposedly, I guess, from her Facebook when she was in high school or whatever, and I think she was actually on the cheerleading squad. She claims that. At least the pictures that were flashed kind of give that message, and she was not. Well, the way she is now. To put it, she wasn't fat like she is now. She wasn't chump. So she just is in denial because she still will go off about how she's, sexy like Paris Hilton and other people like that.
Better as myself.
You think I'm dumb? Well, I'm going to prove you wrong by saying some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my entire life while talking about a lawn draw like a fucking man working at a gas station in the 1920s in the South. And, it happens. Sometimes I think I'm smarter than other people. Maybe I'm not being fully honest to myself, but hey, we all have our own drawbacks, right? Well, at least I can say I'm not constantly praying to God that bad things just constantly happen on others.
That works, right?
Amen 15.
I pray bad things happen. You didn't know that. The bad people would bully me and you.
Yep. And Crystal kind of doesn't follow that same philosophy that I might believe. But at the end of the day, she's truly just a good person. Why won't you just believe her?
A good friend of mine, he would never let no one hurt me to let you all know. Leslie's mean to me. I'm a good person. Tony Master would tell Leslie. Tony, please help me. I'm at the Red Roof Inn right now. Leslie's being mean to me.
Maybe it has something to do with the fact that she's said some inexplicably racist things multiple times on her live streams. Maybe that. Maybe we can ignore that. Maybe we'll start with the idea that her and Leslie are such a good pair because they're white.
You're a whore and you're ugly. And at least I'm white. My skin's white. Haha. Your skin's black and white. Mine's not. Haha. And Leslie's skin is white too. Look, our skin's white. We're perfect for each other because we're both white.
Forget all the other shit. I thought it might have been the fact that you're both addicts, and maybe it's the fact that I don't know, you're losing your teeth and you have something in common there. You both don't believe each other. I don't know. There's plenty of other options. Why does it have to be the fact that you're white? But don't worry, guys. I know you're concerned, but Crystal, she's gonna come back and save us because she's gonna walk around downtown Detroit because every once in a while they go on a trip to some city. Detroit was one of them, and shouting Black Lives Matter, all Black Lives Matter, hooking them up to the drugged out random people wandering down the street.
Hey, sir, you need some coffee? All Black Lives Matter. Okay. Try it. I'm weird. All Black Lives Matter.
That's most definitely what's up, but I feel like she felt most at home with these people. She felt like, I can fully relate to them. Me and them, we're not too different. You want to know who else I'm not too different to? Paris Hilton. That's right. I guess she falls in that Gen X timeline, right, where the millennials kind of related to people like this, Jersey Shore, Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan, people like that, Amanda Bynes. I mean, there's people like that out there that maybe my slightly younger generation might not fully get, but I see the comparison.
I give the great, I give that 10 out of 10 living stars like Paris Hilton. I want to be queen would say. And no, Heather Brooks is not white like me and Paris Hilton. Our skin's white. Now get her skin's mixed like my grandma's is mixed.
I mean, what's to miss? A rich girl that benefited off of the millions of dollars that her successful father had versus lady who lives in Red Roof Inns all the time. Now, maybe if she was staying inside of Hilton.
She is, however, greatly benefiting off of her grandfather, or is it Leslie's grandfather? I don't know. Somebody's grandpa. It's either hers or Leslie's. Bankrolls all of this. Like I don't know. Like maybe he did some super bad shit when he was young and feels guilty for it, or maybe he figures this is just the best he can do or something. But yeah, he's paying for most of this. And then what he's not paying for is, to my understanding, her and Leslie both get SSI or whatever for being disabled. They get government assistance, but then also they make money from YouTube. And so those two things combine, Leslie, and because Leslie has YouTube revenue as well, at least he might. I don't know. He had a channel at one point in time, but he gets SSI, and then Crystal as well gets both of those. So
Hilton hotels, I could be like, maybe, but we're not seeing that lifestyle. It's very unfortunate, very sad. But what we do get to see, a commonality between Leslie and Crystal, is the fact that they're both utterly gross, right? While she was spending this time in downtown,
very gross. Yeah, just like,
Detroit, she stumbled across a nice pair of soggy underwear laying on the ground. And you want to know what she did? She picks them up with her bare hands and hands them off to Leslie and says, keep these. We can wash them and you can use them.
Leslie, here. Here you go. Someone lost your hair. Look. Leslie, here. Leslie, put this in the bag. Leslie, wait for me now. You need to wait now. What? How about you put this in the bag now, please? They're brand new. You're washing them. They're fine. Something to wear, right? They're like
she said brand new.
expensive ones, aren't they?
What the fuck, dude? I didn't think we were going to reach these levels of depravity. But it only gets so much worse because at a Halloween party with their friends and family, we get to see diaper dancing.
I remember this. She claimed to know on this one, and then shortly after, I think somebody did make a comment. It was either her or Leslie did make a comment about diapers, but they were clean, because I don't know, that makes it better, I guess.
With Leslie, isn't that cute? She wears adult diapers, I guess. Why? I don't really know, but maybe she's just trying to make sure she keeps that shit stuffed in. All right, we ain't having any leakage going on out here. We're most definitely keeping that shit all inside, and it's really gross to think about. Another gross thing to think about: Leslie's not completely void of criticism here, right? He's a druggie, he's not trustworthy, but he's kind of comes off at the victim so far, right? Well, at the same party, he decides to go and slap his mom on the ass while they're dancing to a song. So I don't know what's going on in Portland, Michigan, right? I'm not fully versed. I'm not fully in tune with the vibe going on there. But I could never imagine in a million years that I'd ever do that for myself. That kind of tastes like something yucky in my mouth. And when we're thinking of yucky things in our mouth, let's go back to Leslie trying to prove that he wasn't on drugs. You want to know how he's going to try and prove that? Well, he had an open wound in his ass. And Crystal notices, and he's like, hey, if you taste the blood from my asshole, then you'll be able to tell if I'm on drugs or not.
Put it in your mouth and taste it. Here, taste it. Put it in your mouth.
I'm not tasting
That's the only way you can know it, because you can't smell. You can taste it in your mouth.
No, I cannot.
Yes, you can.
All right, no, I'm calling bullshit on this. This is not the narrative. Homeboy's got this wrong. Because this, again, I watched this stream. I was there, and this was what I told you guys earlier. He was like, no, she was checking to see if he had cheated on her. So he was like, no, in order to really know, you gotta put my dick in your mouth. That's how it happens. You can't tell otherwise. You gotta taste it. So homeboy's full of shit on this one, calling you out.
And here, try it. Here, it's clean. I clean my thing all the time. You know, I'm not like that. See, it's clean. See, that's all I do. I start talking to me and you fight up. Go ahead. Don't do it. Here, go ahead. Start bleeding. See, I don't know how to.
There's no blood in your butt.
I don't-
He's not gay.
I don't know how to hide stuff like that. I've never been taught.
That's a real fucking scenario that they were going through. But, you know, I think Crystal takes the appropriate approach and just says, nah, I trust you. It's all good. We'll just move past it. All right. We'll just move past it. It's no big deal. It's no problem. And at the same time, we in this hotel room, if you couldn't tell, this one particular stream has a lot of fucking hits, a lot of classics that you will notice in the Crystal and Leslie story. And one of them is they get their new room. They found this bottle of body armor inside of it. It doesn't seem like it was sealed. And for whatever reason, Crystal thinks, you know what? I'm going to drink that shit. I'm going to drink that shit. We're going to do a drink test right here for you and all.
I said after we're moved in our place, I'll go to work somehow, some way. I found this outside our hotel room. Someone left it in their room. Strawberry caffeine boost edge body armor. Strawberry hydration caffeine.
You two, how am I gonna do that?
We will, because I'm fast. I give that 7 out of 10 because it tastes weird.
And it's most likely some dude's piss. Probably only because the blade got way too fucking hammered the night before and just had the piss in the bottle. And that's what we're stuck with. So just gross all around. But as I mentioned pretty early on, they're not alone in this universe. Music Biz Marty is going to come sniffing around. And he's going to get what he wants. Now, I'm not well versed in all the lore surrounding Music Biz Marty. Obviously, I know him from the Cyrax verse. I've seen him talk about a couple other people. I even witnessed him talking about these two very briefly early on. And I had been slightly aware of Crystal and Leslie for probably at least a year, but just never could really comprehend, get my head around what the fuck I was witnessing. Luckily, Music Biz Marty's on the scene, and he takes a similar stance of, man, it really seems like Leslie definitely doesn't want to hang out there. He doesn't want to be associated with Crystal anymore and needs to escape. Well, Marty's going to hook him up. He's going to send him some food.
What happened to earlier, what happened to your face in the car? What happened?
Oh.
There's something on your forehead. Yeah, from the car. On accident? What were you?
That is one thing. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why he did it. So Marty, I don't know. He actually did like give them a fair amount of stuff, to my knowledge, or at least that's what he had displayed, you know, on his live streams. He was, because I remember him a lot. You know, sort of being, you know, talking to Leslie, really. Hey, you want to, I'll send you a bottle, you know, I'll DoorDash you some food or whatever, like if you and Grandpa want to eat. You know, it seemed like Marty was really trying to help there for a second. And then, I don't know, there was, it would have had to have been, so Marty, I'll take this opportunity to vent a little bit about this. Marty, for whatever reason, I'm sure he has his reasons, but for whatever reason, will private and or delete live streams because I don't know, like because it's Tuesday and he feels like it. It is, I don't know, that's his prerogative or whatever. They're on his channel, and even, you know, like there's some copyright bullshit in there or whatever. Like you kind of have to private it or do something, you know, to make it work. But I don't know. It just aggravates me because I don't always catch him live, and even still yet then, I've had a handful of times now where he was live, and I'll be like 30 minutes behind, and then bam, stream no longer available due to bullshit reason. Yeah. Anyways,
You doing?
No. Where's that?
Make her up and say thank you.
Say thank you, Grandpa.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Music Biz Marty, Nicholas. Thank you so much for giving food to my angry Grandpa James and my baby, sexy baby Leslie.
And, you know, he's just hoping to get repaid by him. He's just hoping that maybe they can have a boys' night out together. Maybe he can live stream and they can hang out together. But that's not going to happen because Crystal needs the spotlight and Leslie is a scamming piece of shit.
the boys' night actually was recently mentioned. I think, I don't know, like maybe Marty might be trying to play an angle or something, but it also could be that like that kind of really hurt him. He was like, man, Leslie's kind of a cool dude, which, to be honest, at first, when I first started watching these two, Leslie seemed like the guy, you know, like he seemed like he was just there trying to make the best of a bad situation and, you know, just do his thing, you know, just try. But then like there's also some things where you'll see him or hear him, he'll say something or do something, and it's like, well, no, you're you're really kind of a piece of shit too, aren't you?
who is completely unreliable.
These people, it seems like they scam me. It really seems like they scam me here.
Fucking not. Let's eat first before you search my pocket. I have nothing in my pocket.
Well, I'm still looking. Compare it.
My 50 cent in my fucking pocket. And my fucking cigarettes.
So he had a pack of cigarettes. Wow. Like, that makes it even worse. It's not like he was even out of cigarettes and desperate. He was just planning ahead for his next con. Jesus, Leslie. Like, what? Damn, man. I'm starting to have, like, no sympathy for you whatsoever.
Lying to us. You said you're going live. That was 3
I
hours ago.
told you I will. I told you I will go live. I didn't charge my phone and stuff like that. And I had to help my family. Okay, I told you I'll go live. But if I go live and none of this don't stop, I will go to the police and I will give them every information I have on my phone. And believe that I will make it stop. I will promise you on my dead living body, I will make it stop. I've never got the videos on my phone to prove you. Somebody put Crystal on the porn site too. I got that. Delete that too. I will make it happen. I will make it happen. If you try to make my life a living hell, I told you guys, you stop the scrappers, I would have that boys' night. You guys screwed me, I screwed you back. You fucked over me, I fucked over you. What's fair? What's square?
Now, this kind of puts Marty into a tizzy a bit. You know, he's not a huge fan of Crystal, understandably so, based on everything that we've seen. But even if it was just her bullying her fiance around, doing some gross shit, maybe you'd be able to push through it, fight through it. I mean, there's people like Chance Wilkins out there who are just doing grotesque things nonstop. Well, guess what? Marty uncovers the fact that there was a police report that came out because Crystal was abusing her child.
That's you, Crystal. You were too thoughtless and too selfish to care for your own child. You're nothing like Paris Hilton. Keith would feed his own child. Keith would not allow a baby to starve. That's you, Crystal. That's you. You're not a good person. You're a piece of shit. You're not a star. Leslie's the star.
Yeah, it doesn't mention Leslie anywhere in the documents, but it says that when they showed up, the child's face was purple because I guess was struggling to eat or something, and she couldn't really figure out how to feed the child properly, and he was choking, and he was struggling there. And that's weird for somebody that claims to be so loving and caring all the time, and she's just being taken advantage of by Leslie nonstop.
This, I don't really know. Like, so her, to me, her and Leslie shouldn't be having kids, but things happen, you know, I guess. So see, I don't know, like, I don't necessarily think they should have had their kids just taken away, but also at the same time, they shouldn't have been having kids to begin with. As far as I'm concerned, as shitty as that may or may not sound. So that, like, I remember hearing that, like, there was, I can't remember when it was. It was at some point in time I had learned that her and Leslie had a kid at one point in time, and the kid's alive apparently. I was like, holy shit, that poor kid, you know. But I guess he made it out, and they have, and you know, thank the gods, really, because that kid is way better off than with, you know, these two people for sure.
Why would she take this out on her kid? That's not a very good look. Well, ever since then, it hasn't been a very good relationship between Crystal and Marty.
Yeah, I'm telling the truth. Marty's, you're a true liar, so fuck you, Marty, Miss Biz. You're gonna die if you keep doing that Adderall and Thocla. It's gonna kill you. Someone already is gonna kill you, and I'm not saying who, somebody. You know who, right, Leslie? And I pray to God that you die, Marty, Miss Biz, the Trome, Nicholas Engler, Chicago.
She has even reached the point of wishing death on Marty and saying that there's a hitman out there to come after Music Biz Marty. I'm certain that's 100% true. Obviously, Nicholas Wiegler from Chicago, you know, that's most definitely what is up. But one of the stipulations that Leslie was always upset about with Marty, for him to live stream and hang out and whatever, at their grandpa's house, they have some shit in their front yard that I guess scrappers keep showing up and taking, right? They had to put a padlock on the fence so that nobody came and stole anything anymore. Well, they kind of believe that whether it's Marty or other trolls, that there are people constantly coming out to harass them wherever they are. And while they're at one of their Red Roof Inns, somebody keeps showing up.
Someone's here. No, look out the window. Hold cops.
And leave us alone.
Hold cops.
Good people, amen. Leave us alone, amen. They're trying to hurt us now. Make the cop come back. They came back.
Hold the door. Hold the door. Hold
Help me.
the door.
Go away now. Please, we're good people. Help, someone's at our door. Come back to the Red Roof Inn.
Put your weight on the door. Put the weight on the door. Mr. Fatter.
Pounding on the door, trying to get in. But don't worry, Leslie's on the case. He's going to throw Crystal against the door because she's fatter. She can barricade the door herself. He needs to go jump and hide, you know, smoke a couple crystals so he gets his strength back. But in the meanwhile, as I mentioned, the scrappers harassing Grandpapa's house? That's just not right, man. Stealing his stuff? Well, when Marty sends the food to Leslie, guess what? Good old pal Grandpa's in there, being forced to say thank you for the food. And Leslie's just not comfortable. He feels like it's way too hot in the car or way too cold in the car, and he needs to get some heat up in here.
Here, I want to show them here. Here, guys. Here's the fries.
Give me a fry.
So just okay.
Give me a fry.
Here. Here, I got it here. What?
I eat. Wait a minute, it's warm on my feet.
What do you give the chicken sandwich?
Give it a 10 out of 10.
Don't give everything 10 out of 10. YouTube right now.
No, please.
Oh, wait a minute, let my feet warm up. Warm up.
It's hot, boy. If you don't shut that motherfucker up, I'm gonna kill you.
I will.
It's hot.
Well, Grandpa doesn't like it. He needs his French fries and he needs to stay cold because you're cooking him alive. He can't take this shit no more. And I guess I kind of see where the temper comes from in this family, because on a beautiful Christmas season, we get to see Leslie and Crystal being absolute animals, destroying presents inside of their grandpa's house.
To Grandpa from Santa.
Who got it from you, Dad?
Yeah.
The Christmas one, when he bitched him out, I watched this already. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Leslie and Crystal are goofballs. Uh-oh. Destroyer of drinks. Yeah. So, here you go.
Pull up this trigger, you don't want to be my cracker. Come on, it's like a heart attacker. This your fucking shit's like how you get mad blacker. Stupid ass transition cracker. With your boy Cobra back at it with another drink combo. Alex Vickner hooked me up with these big ass goblets. And I'm thinking we're gonna have to do a drink combo to break it in. We're gonna start off.
Did I watch this already? I think I did. Why did that look so different on the thumbnail? Fuck it. I think I watched that already. EFAPS Live. I ain't watched them in a little while. They bitch about all the same shit. I don't know. No, I watched the food review, right? Or did I watch? Marty's stream was kind of wild last night. I don't know if I want to go through it. 5 hours. Chance was on there, the little goblin dude. I don't know. I be honest with you, you know what? I think I'm gonna call it there. Some food sounds pretty decent right now, and bed because I haven't slept in a while. So everybody who stopped in, I want to thank you for stopping in. Good seeing all you guys, talking to you guys for however short it was. Anybody who still stops in the replay and watches it, thanks for watching. Blah blah blah. Catch you in the next one.